this here is our family campsite back in the woods. We've been clearing out this spot all summer. One problem is we're on this hillside to have a view over this big marshy area with the creek, but we don't have a view yet. Someone needs to venture down towards the marsh and clean out these trees and brush, and today that someone is me.
Oh, jeez. Yep. We made it!
I'm terrified of snakes, and I'm guessing I'm gonna see a couple down there. So we're gonna get our protective gear on, not only for the saws we're using, but also in case we encounter any snakes. I do have the skid steer, however, as soon as you get down that hill, it gets very wet. So I'm not sure how much I'll be able to make use of that. I think I'm gonna start off with the string trimmer. Let's make a bunch of noise and scare out everything we can. And then I'll have the chainsaw to take down some bigger trees. Well, that's working a lot better, and I don't have to worry about the snakes in the cab. I thought it was going to be too wet down here.
Oh, jeez. Yep.
I mean, it is kind of wet and slippery, but luckily there's a lot of vegetation down here, so that's holding up my tracks, and I'm not sinking in. So we're going to keep going lower towards the marsh. Let me go up to the hill here and see what kind of view we have going. Looks totally different, and that's a lot easier than, I don't know if I even needed the string trimmer, right? I was trying to make a escape path for when I saw a snake with the chainsaw, but we've had a bunch of rain. I figured the ground is pretty wet, but this is working awesome. Kind of just using the track skid steer as a bulldozer right now, and it's working really good. Well, thank goodness this skid steer has tracks, because I'm down here in the marsh and just kind of floating on all the vegetation. When you rip out a big root ball, you can tell you don't want to drive down there because it's kind of the endless bog. So let's take a peek and see how our view is looking right now. Up on this pad at the highest part of the hill is where we'd like to put the off-grid cabin, and holy smokes, that's going to be awesome. It's just amazing what a view can do to the place. You can see pretty much down here underneath the vegetation, it's just squishy swamp peat. So we're gonna try to get a little bit more of this out, but we'll be careful to stay on top of the vegetation and not try to get ourselves stuck. I don't want to get stuck way back here. I think that's going to be the last tree I can pull out with this skid steer. You can see where I've got to. You kind of just have an endless bog, so that sunk down almost a foot there. That's telling me it's time to get out of the comfy cab and get to work with the chainsaw. This is a pretty big tree. See a pretty good root ball on that. I might need to chop this one up a little bit to get it out of here. I have a pile down the trail where I've been putting some brush stuff to get off the site here. We made it! Wow! Wow! We can see through. Oh, it's getting hot. It's getting really hot out here. Oh, yeah. Let's get this tree out of the way and then we'll see a little, uh-oh, it's not that big, is it? But we can see through. Well, no snakes were harmed making this video, mainly because I didn't see any. So yeah, the campsite got a lot bigger and in the right direction. This was the hard spot. Well, we might not have got the full panoramic view, but we got quite a bit opened up here for the campsite. We're gonna let that ground dry out a little bit, probably just a week with the sun on it, and we can continue working with the skid steer because that was a lot easier than going down there with the chainsaw and the string trimmer. So if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up or leave a comment. Really helps the video get seen. We're just kind of starting this campsite. We're going to make it look beautiful, open up our view, and we're excited to start the cabin back here. We got a lot more trees to take down, a lot more work, but we started with just really thick woods and now we have this. So it's been a fun month getting it to this point. All right, let's put that saw down. I just want to work with you over here. Good job.